Hey Arrowheads, welcome back to Consolidated, a Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to all things related to Arrow over on the CW. I am Lilith, and joining me as always is...
Hey, it's me, Phil.
Up for discussion today is episode 504, Penance. They really are trying to get back to season 1 with titles being the theme and driving that theme home, but I do think that they missed the mark about the Penance theme this week. We'll get into that in a minute. This was written by Brian Ford Sullivan and Oscar Balderrama, and Dermot Downs, who is a longtime director of Arrow. So yeah. Basically what happens is Oliver and Lila team up on a secret mission to break Diggle out of prison. I guess they should have called Dominic Purcell and Wentworth Miller while they were at it. Riot's Church also started a deadly assault against the city, and Felicity supposedly has to decide struggles with, I don't think she really struggled with sending the recruits.
First she sent them to stop Oliver, which, yeah, that's going to happen.
Just idiot. But we did get one of my favorite parts out of that whole situation, so there's that. How did we?
It was interesting.
Diggle break out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, the whole Penance thing. Of course, the title. He's punishing himself over Andy, but it's like.
Did anybody else want like Michael Rowe to come back and like just Deadshot be his new hallucination?
Like a ghost slap or something?
I needed that.
It's just like if you want to make up for killing your brother, go out, get out of prison and do some good work with Team Arrow.
Which yeah, exactly. But it's like, yeah, you have a wife and child. You know you're innocent. Yes, you did a bad thing, but Andy was long gone. Can we just? I mean,
exactly.
Can we just get over it?
Team Arrow needs you, Diggle.
Desperately. So yeah, I think that was my favorite part. Oliver working with Lila, cause I don't know, like I'm just not feeling the recruits right now.
I don't know if it's just they're not the right fit, or if it doesn't seem like they're spinning their wheels. Cause I know they're not going to be ready in like 2 weeks, but
I mean, Laurel was. I mean, for better or worse, but
yeah, that was good. That was what I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Laurel seemed like she's ready in like 3 weeks, but yeah especially Olympic athlete.
Oh, he's
Curtis,
the worst. He's not terrific at all.
Here's my question. I was asking on the live tweet. It's like, how does Curtis do his hair so quick?
He's a secret speedster, bro. You know, speedsters love them braids to the back. I was like, is he Trajectory's like long lost half brother or something?
Because seriously, like his hair's all braided up, and then like an hour later he's in the cave, and his hair's like back to the way it was.
It's not even wavy, son. So it's just, yeah, I know. We can't think about it. We must not think about it. I don't know. Evelyn still is my favorite recruit, but we need to see her in action with her little bow. Wild Dog messed it up for us. Tobias Church's plan. I mean, we've been there, done that, right? Like, we've seen villains do this before, blow up the police station. Hell, Deathstroke blew up the police station, for crying out loud. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Brick. My fault. So it's just like, we're still kind of doing that wash, rinse, repeat thing.
Yeah, it's always kind of, that theme every season. I swear it's either take out the police or take out City Hall or something.
How'd you feel about Adrian Chase? We got some hints of the vigilante rising out of him.
Well, yeah, even in the one scene, I lost track. I was trying to keep count of how many times he used the word vigilante.
Was that the drinking game for the episode?
It's in the one scene. It seemed like it. I was like, oh, are they hitting us over the head with that hint? It's like vigilante.
Well, for people who don't really like say do the spoilers necessarily, I guess like when you go back and watch it, oh, sloppy. I liked the character of Adrian Chase this week. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a twist with this character or something weird like that.
Yeah, I know you said you thought he was Prometheus, maybe.
Yeah. Cause, I mean, no good can come to Star City unless it's people we already know. It's just like we're waiting for the shoe to drop with Ragman. And boy, did they wrap up that Felicity guilt arc really quick by having him forgive her, right?
Oh, I know. You think that's the last we're gonna hear of her nuclear strike?
I don't think so. I feel like maybe Ragman's gonna be the one to go off the deep end. Might be a twist villain at the back half of the season or something. Like, that was just too easy. Mm-hmm. And I know it's Felicity, and Felicity can do no wrong. Like, according to the writers really love Felicity. She's a self-insert and all those things. But come on. You can't be serious. You can't expect me to really believe that, right?
Yeah, I know.
And then I'm like, are we gonna have some weird, like, love geometry going on where it's Oliver, Detective Malone, and Rory all, I'm like, this is not True Blood, and she is not Suki, okay? She's not a fairy. There's no explanation for everybody to always constantly be falling in love with Felicity. I can't take it.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but does Rory seem young to you like he does to me?
Well, technically Felicity's only supposed to be like 26 at this point, and he's around that age. Same age as like Roy. So, he's got a baby face, though. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm not sure if that was like a reference to Family Ties, where Mallory's boyfriend like made the sculptures out of trash. Am I the only one that's old enough to remember this? No,
I remember watching Family Ties.
Yeah. Oh, that was my jam. But anyway, I was just like, was that a reference? I just don't know. But yeah, anyway, he's out there making sculptures and stuff, and it's just like, ugh. I don't know. I'm disappointed with that. Obviously we need Ragman because he's OP as hell. So
he's like the the metahuman backup, because those other three are so raw right now.
They're cannon. Let's be real. They're cannon fodder. That's what they are. They need to all have red shirts on.
At least Wild Dog. Wild Dog screams to me, red shirt.
Yeah. Especially now at the end where they had to leave him behind. I'm like, but did you really? I mean, you had Ragman with you. Really, you didn't need to leave Wild Dog behind.
Yeah, I know, because, like, Tobias Church doesn't have any metahumans on his payroll as far as we know. Like, Ragman could end up taking them out.
Convenient plot point is convenient. I don't know if he's gonna torture it out of Wild Dog, or if Wild Dog's gonna flip sides or whatever, but obviously no good can come of him being left behind.
Oh yeah, he knows Oliver's identity. Good job unmasking that.
Knows the whole team's identity.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like,
but especially the mayor.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know if they're doing this to drive the point home that Felicity actually wasn't right. Maybe he shouldn't have told him their identity so soon, his identity so soon. That would be very interesting if that's what this is all about. Because I'm tired of Felicity always being right, even though she's not. They really need to address this. No, go look at season 3 and season 4. It's just like, that doesn't even make sense, Felicity. Why is everybody agreeing with you? And she was against getting Diggle out of prison? Like, come on. And I was just like, when Lila was like, is she going to be a problem? Like, please, Lila. Yes, she's a problem. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I like the Diggle half more than I like the other half of it. So, do you think he's going to have any interaction with the new recruits anytime soon?
I don't know. He is the military guy. Maybe he becomes the drill sergeant. Maybe they're like, yeah, he's a better teacher than Oliver.
Well, yeah, he definitely would be. Maybe he's going to do his penance as Spartan, but I think it's too soon to throw him into the action. You know what I mean? He might look at Oliver like, what are you doing? Laurel just died. Why do you have this ragtag, messy as hell team? Like, what are you doing, bro?
I mean, since he's a wanted man, maybe he'll just stay in the cave and train the recruits for a while. I'm
glad. I knew it wouldn't take that long. Now it's just like, okay, Thea, time to suit up. Let's get rid of these recruits. I want my old team back. Is it so wrong? Like, I really do. Like, I'm not like an OTA kind of person, but it's like, this team's just not doing it for me.
Yeah, I think maybe that'll be what gets Thea back in the suit, is when one of these recruits dies or gets hurt.
There wasn't much shenanigans from City Hall other than them walking the evidence. And I was just like, okay, they are totally ripping off. We're back. Like, this is how you know we're back to season 1. We're totally ripping off, The Dark Knight again. The Dark Knight trilogy. The prison breakout. No, first the evidence walking, where it's like, I can't trust any cops in the city. They're all corrupt. It's just me, the good DA, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And then we have the freaking, the breakout scene with the plane, and I was like, are we really gonna do this? Oh, we did it.
Oh yeah, the skyhook thing, yeah.
We did the little zip plane, and I'm just like, wow. And then even in the interrogation scene, it was almost like the Joker scene, and I'm just like, not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying that's how we know they're definitely trying to get back to season 1 roots. Those are pretty much the only Easter eggs that I spotted. Did you spot any
other
ones?
I was gonna say, the only thing we didn't discuss was, are you still feeling those Russia flashbacks?
Oh. Yes? Question mark? Can we just get to Dolph already? Like, that's pretty much all that I care about at this point.
Every episode now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, but it seems like there's a lot more talking than anything else going on.
Yeah, these were the weakest of the flashbacks so far, but they were still okay.
Exactly.
I'm like, if we're going to be talking, let's just save that for the present day. I always felt like the flashbacks were for action and building Oliver's skill set, but I mean, he's not going to be using a bow in the Bratva, I don't think. So it's just like, okay, let's get to Kovar and let's kill him. And there might be a twist where he has to get dropped back off on the island and then there's something else. But I don't know. Like, I want to see him keep his promise. And maybe that changes something in him because he just doesn't seem like that season 1 Oliver yet. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have any more time to spare. Like, he needs to get to that point and soon. He needs to start pining for Laurel. He needs to, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, I'm ready for it. Let's do this. We need the boss battle ASAP. We're going to get into our favorite stuff. So, who was your favorite character?
Probably Quentin. He actually seems like he's got his head on straight again, and he's ready to be, part of Team Arrow again, and deputy mayor, soon to be mayor.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with Oliver, present day Oliver anyway. He was just, I loved the mask that he used to break in. He was just really smart. He was determined. He told Diggle that he was a brother. They had that little heart to heart. Like, I love how he just let the recruits know, hey, bruh, I don't know what you thought you were gonna do, but it ain't going down how you thought it was going down. Gave you a chance to get out of the way. Now I'm gonna beat you up. I just really like this Oliver. He just feels more BAMF, every episode, and I'm really glad that they're working on that. At least present day Oliver. So, my favorite line was, Oliver to Diggle, I need you, which is like a big thing for him to admit to, because he likes to think he doesn't need people. And then he goes on and say, the team needs you, the city needs you. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do your penance, but you should probably do it as Spartan. And I was just like, oh, maybe my bromance can get back on track. Definitely. They actually managed to get in some small humor that wasn't cheesy, so I was here for it. Like, some of the humor in the last 3 episodes have been super, super cheesy. Like, get some chips and melt it and make some dip. Ugh. So I'm glad to see that the dialogue is improving. This is episode 96, so only 4 more to go to the 100th episode. I don't really see them. I think they're learning their lesson from the last 2 crossovers, where they're not spending that whole 8 episodes gearing up for it, which kind of grinds it to a halt. So I think I appreciate that too. Yeah.
Well, I said the crossover is aliens, because we were talking on Flashpoint before. I said when Earth 19 Wells comes over and he goes, "Greetings, Earthlings." I'm like, watch that be an Easter egg. Watch him be like a shape-shifting alien or something.
Hell, they're not even doing it in the Flash. I think, and honestly, like, I feel like Supergirl has more of the clues about what's going on now that we know the theme of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Legends. So I think those 2 shows, because they have that flexibility. So if you're watching all 4, you might be able to see the bigger picture. So what would you give this episode as a grade?
It's been pretty consistent with me. It's probably a B.
Uh-oh. Phil's turning into Ricky with his consistent grade, guys. Well, at least it's a B and not a C. So there you go. I'm going to give this episode an A-. Cause I felt like the split plot actually worked, and I think we're going to see just how well it worked in the next episode. How everything kind of dovetails together. Cause this is a big episode, this next episode. So for the team dynamics of it all, anyway. Guess it's time to wrap it up. I'm going to remind you guys that you can find us on Twitter at QC_SMGpod. You can write to us via email. Our email address is queenconsolidated.smg@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/queenconsolidated. We're also part of the mega DCCW verse feed here on the Southgate Media Group under Legends of DC. We cover Supergirl. That's Krypton Report with Tyler. Flashpoint with Tyler, Phil, and Zach. Of course, you're listening to Queen Consolidated right now with us. And then for Legends of Tomorrow, it is Charlie and Zach. I hope you guys have been enjoying our approach to covering these shows. Please do give us all the feedback. Phil, where can they find you?
Of course, I'm on Twitter at NightwingPDP, and my email is nightwingpdp@gmail.com.
Hey, don't forget to pitch before the bat, because we don't leave out Gotham on this network.
That's right. Oh yeah, I'm on Before the Bat with Tyler and our friend Kelly. Hey.
You can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. You can find me on Tumblr. It's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. And I want to remind you guys that we are available on all your favorite podcatcher services, iTunes, Lisbon.com, sure. And of course, we're available on Google Play Music under the podcast. So please rate, review, and subscribe. And don't forget to download, because streaming doesn't count yet. So, and also please be sure to go to southgatemediagroup.com to check out our list of 100 plus and always growing, available podcasts. And you can also find out about the hosts, and there's pretty cool, blogs there as well. And, you can also donate to help keep this network afloat. It actually hasn't been feeling like we've spent 5 years in hell or on a hellish island this season, so I'm really happy. But until next week, this is Queen Consolidated signing off.